Hello there, how you doing folks? It's myself again, back after a little bit of a break, or maybe not, who knows how it's going to turn out. I'm behind a couple of videos posting up, but we won't worry about that right now. It's actually the end of January or the beginning of February, and today I'm actually not in my usual place in Turku. I'm recording today in, of all places, Turin, where we're going on a very secret, very special birthday trip for me boy, who is, for some reason I cannot fathom, a fan of Juventus. But hey, it'll be a little bit different to the football I'm used to seeing usually. Hopefully it'll be a big occasion seeing them playing Parma and all that. But anyway, today is the Cup. I've played a game in between since last I saw you, but I'm really excited to get going with the Cup. I think I unveiled the new graphics and all that kind of stuff with the previous one. I know I hadn't made them by the time I recorded it, but I think they look better. Let me know what you think. Either way, let me know. Anyway, hello to everybody who's watching, the usual suspects. Hello, the four of yous. Hope you're enjoying this, and let me know if there's anything you'd like to see me try or do in this. Today's cup game is against a team called MP from Mikkeli in southeastern Finland. But we'll get to them in a bit, because the first thing I want to talk about today is I actually got to see Inter Turku play at long last. Yay! And it was actually a blast. But I like football anyway, so that's not a surprise. I went to their opening cup game against Mariehamn. They are basically, Inter Turku are basically the cup holders. So it's first game of the cup, but it's in January, and they'll have, I think, is it 5 cup games before we have about a 3-week break, and then we'll actually get into the season proper. So it's kind of a weird thing, with the exception of this weekend. They're going to be playing every Saturday for about a month and a half. But the next cup game is against HJK, and I'll be back in time for that. But the game against Mariehamn was fascinating. I'm going to post up some pictures here, and hopefully they'll correspond to what I'm talking about. The main thing is, myself and the boy, we had to get a bus out, and it is cold. It is very cold in Finland. I know those of you in the United States saying, "Oh my God, it's cold here," but yeah, you'll have it cold for a couple of weeks. It's cold, full stop here. It's about, in Fahrenheit, it was about 10 or 12 degrees Fahrenheit, maybe 15 degrees Fahrenheit, something like that, when we went out to this game. So it was cold. It was snowing as well, and I'm hoping you can see some sign of what's going on in terms of the place we went to see it in. It's a gigantic tent. It's almost like a weird little UFO in the middle of nowhere, out beyond the sports center, and so it's in theory in the city, but so rural that it kind of feels like you're away from the city. It doesn't feel like there's anything nearby, and it's quiet. Finland is not a loud place this time of year. It's very quiet because there's so much snow down, and snow has that effect on people, and I can understand why. It really is a very mind-altering experience being in that continuous snow. When we were leaving the stadium, this is how rural it felt. A fox wandered across the road. Although those of you who live in cities probably are used to that anyway, just probably not as early in the day as this. The game was set to start at, I think, 6 o'clock, because it's dark, and it's dark a while at that point. Mariehamn, being local, being the team from the Ireland, they speak mostly Swedish over there, and you can see that on the shirt names for the players. I'll try and post up a clip of the program when I get around to it, so that you can see what the two teams were like, and you can figure out for yourself if there's much difference between the squad on Football Manager and the squad on in real life. Certainly there's a lot of familiar names with the teams playing. For example, with Inter, Markula was playing, but he was playing as a left back. The right back was Hoskonen, who I have generally as a centre half, and things like that. What was really fascinating was seeing Kuningas in action. He was really good. And Furuholm, who I have not been able to use, which again, I claim operator error, is this bulky, not bulky, but he's like a block of a man. And it's given me an idea of maybe a better way to use him. I just have to figure out exactly what I'm going to do to make that happen. He scored one goal. Who scored the ball? Kai, who's not in the squad that I know of, scored the other. He was a classy little winger. There'll be some video footage as well, and I'm just going to say I'm going to put the video footage here. Hopefully there was some video footage there, otherwise that was a really weird silence. But yeah, it's a fascinating place being in there. It is literally being in a gigantic tent. Wasn't a huge crowd, unfortunately. I should actually have left a little bit more time for the gigantic tent. Here, have a look at a little bit video clip of me videoing the gigantic tent. So, either way, it's fascinating a thing, and I'm looking forward to going to see HJK there. There wasn't a huge crowd there because, you know, it's really cold and it's very early in the season, and hockey is going on most of the time. I think, don't tell me son this, we skipped a hockey game in order to go to the match. I think he liked it though. I liked it. How is it quality-wise? It's hard to know. You really can't judge, in my opinion, you really can't judge two teams who are roughly even when it comes down to the things, because at the end of the day, you know, even the best teams, I've seen some of the best teams, don't always play brilliant football. They play they play against the team they're playing against. So it's better to see two mediocre sides who are fairly balanced playing each other than one of the best teams in the world taking on a team of cart donkeys, in my opinion. Either way, enough talking about that team that you follow. You're the cart donkeys. The next game up is HJK. Looking forward to that. I'm going to try and see if I can get into Espoo for a game with Honka. That's a couple of weeks away when I'm back more permanently, we'll say, in Finland for a while. Now, another thing that I want to be doing in these is I want to actually teach you something, teach you a little bit of Finnish. So today's word, let me call it up here because I'm a little bit slow with technology, is maali. Now here's the thing about the language. When you see a word like maali, the double A just means that it's an A sound that's longer. Mercifully, it's not the L. And this is the universal word for goal or tor or whatever you want to call it. This is the word goal. Now, it's pronounced Mali, and you can follow it through other words. We'll be talking about it again next week, or next time I should say, when I'm talking about goalkeepers. But yeah, Mali. Everybody, on the count of three. 1, 2, 3. Mali. Not Mali, which is the country, but Mali. See, straightforward, easy enough. You all can get it. So that's the latest word of the week, or word of the day, or word of the whatever you're having yourself. Now, on with the actual football, because that's really why you're here. I played a game. Let me get this up properly. So, since I saw you last, where's the schedule? I played against the mighty Honka in the league, and we won in a really, really forgettable game. I think you should be grateful that you missed it, because we needed an own goal. It was one of those games you can see. I mean, your fullback and your centre half or your defence are your best players by a long way. I'll be interested to see if this pans out more. We seem to be scoring more goals than most people, but you know, it is a game rich with no incident, if you like. Let's pull up the stats so you can see. 3 shots towards the end, 8 shots on target, and we didn't put any of them away is very poor, in my opinion. Very poor indeed. 3 off target, 4 block shots. So that's, you get a pass for half of these. 2 clear-cut chances wasted. 4 long shots, the other half of the 4, you could argue. We didn't have that much possession. I mean, at the end of the day, all's fine, well and dandy, but we won the game. We got the result we needed. That's still not boding well for the longer term. You can see they were very central. We were mostly to the right, but very much along the wings. No question there. What's our general style of play? You can also see they dominated midfield, which is also concerning. If they've got the most of the ball in midfield, that's not good, in my opinion. We also tended to focus down the left, and that becomes good news because, dear friends, I have bad news. We are going. One of our dearly beloved is going to be leaving us. I've had a ton of offers for Oyala. Now that I can finally pronounce his name properly, I think he's going to be gone. I'm rejecting anything under 140,000 because I've been offered 140,000. To be fair, for a 30-year-old player who's said to be worth 100, he's valued at 135 now. He was valued at 95 until I got an offer of 140,000. I suppose that's how football works. Yeah, it'll be a shame for him to go. He is very good. He's very frustrating sometimes, and he has a name that makes it sound much worse than it ever is. But you can see he's been with Inter, 5 times? Oh, those are loans. So we'll say that's once, all the way to, he went to Sweden for a year, came back, went to Erlen in Germany for a year, came back. So this is, I suppose, his 3rd spell, 4th spell. He won the league with us when we won the league in 2008. So I feel awful that he's going. He's probably the only link we still have with when we won the league before. So no pressure, we now have to win the league. Interesting to see though, all these clubs that are in from, come on, Saudi Arabian. Certainly Al Fateh, Al Raid, I think is as well. Yeah, Saudi Arabian. And come on, one more. Al Batin, who were the first ones in, who basically kind of set the tone for 140,000. All Saudi Arabian. I'm interested in this. Why are they all coming out? Also, a scatter of Germans, which again they didn't throw in enough money. I got a message from his agent. Let me go down. Where is it? Basically saying he really wants to go. Where was it? Transfer saga set to develop. Yeah, I got a message somewhere. I saw a message. Oh yeah, yeah. We had a chat, and I said, "Listen, you can go," and he said, "Okay." And now it looks like I've been an absolute div to him, doesn't it? Well, I haven't. He's the div. Yeah, he's grand. Now, interestingly enough, Mansali, people are saying that he should be getting a recall to the Gambian team. And has it happened? It hasn't happened yet. But hopefully he'll get called back up before too long. So that's the background ahead of the game. We're playing against MP. MP, for those of you who don't know, is basically a team in Mikkeli. Mikkeli is about 2.5 hours from Finland on the road to Kuopio, and it's about 4 hours and a quarter, 4 hours and a half. Let me see, what did I find out? I routed it out. 4 hours, 14 minutes according to the Google, from Turku. So this is an away game for us. So we're tired. I think that's fair to say. They have a decent looking team. Nobody too brilliant, but nobody too bad. Their best players seem to be somewhat defensive, and I'm starting to get a sense of this is the league. It's all built around a strong defence. But it'll be interesting to see. I've been warned repeatedly about, where is he? Nzekwe, who is Nigerian, hasn't played for Nigeria yet, but he's got good stats, and for Lord, he's playing 3rd tier. Now these guys, MP at one point, were first tier. They finished runner-up twice or three times in the top league, the Vikhaus Liga. But by the looks of things, they've fallen. They're in the Kakkonen, which is the third tier. And in theory, I should be able to beat them. We'll see though. Again, it appears that I don't, let me look at this one more time. I don't think I've won have I won a competitive game away from home? No, I've not won a competitive game away from home. The best I've managed is a draw. That's against SJK, which is a decent result. But I'm generally being thumped when I play away from home. Even when I'm playing in my home ground away from home, I'm being thumped, as you saw last time around. Well, not thumped, being beaten. So let's get into it. These guys, they're liable to play what formation? 4-4-2. Meh. Now, I'm going to have a problem soon when Oyala goes, but I'm going to get one more game out of him at least. Things I'm doing, I'm bringing Koponen in so that I can give him some game time. Hoskonen is keeping his place. I like this guy. Markula is back in, he had a game out. Mansali is there. I'm giving Ademi a run up front, a run on the wing, and I've actually moved to a 4-2-3-1 because I think I should be able to put a few goals against a team that's 2 tiers below me. Call me crazy, I think I should be able to do that. I mean, do you think it's unlikely or unreasonable? I did not think so. Now, that said, will I be able to do it? Maybe, maybe not. And so no major surprises or risks with this, to be honest. I need to get through. I need to get to the quarterfinals because I'm presuming there'll be some decent money for me there. And I'm going to need to get some of my players fit. This is the nice thing about the Finnish Cup. The first rounds, I can bring on up to 4 subs. In this round, I can use 5 subs. Great. I think maybe I could have used 5 subs before. I don't know. I don't remember. I'm old now. I've gotten old. So hopefully this will get me on the way a bit. Is there anything about the money? Is there anything about the money? There's no, that's Group A. I want second round. Extra time, back to a maximum of 3 subs. I had a feeling it was too good to be true. Well. Let me see, is this, yes, quarterfinals if I win this. No more than 2 trialists, extra time, extra time before penners. Grand. So, nothing about the money. Screw you guys, I wanted to know about the money. Shall we go to the game? Shall we? Yes, let's. It's enough hanging around here. Koponen needs a little bit more game time, so does Nyman. Nyman's gotten very little game time, which surprises me because I was kind of thinking he'd be the basis of the team. Markula is still our leading scorer, or at least he's our leading scorer in the squad. Sheriff, I suppose, has gotten 2 goals. We're going to see how Furuholm does. And to that tune, let's pull across the tactics and the in possession. And we're going to be trying to hit the ball into the cross early for him, but we're also going to be running at the defence. More direct, usual high tempo, and overlapping on both sides. Who knows how it's going to go? We're going to find out very soon. Proceed to match. Yes, have it, as they used to say back in the day. All the cool people. Okay. Can't look beyond Inter, they're a good side. They are a good side. Thank you for recognising that. That is a decent side compared to what we're playing. Hopefully that will stand for something. We've got a tunnel interview to come, so very quickly, let's tell the boys. Go out there with clear minds. No. We're favourites for a reason. Yeah, Montila listens to me. Faith in you, my boys. Yes, they're all buying into it. And let's talk on a one-to-one to Timo. Passionate, I think. No, maybe let's go calm. I have faith in you. Yes, good. Again, this is something I love about the new game, the dynamics. Him as a team leader looking happy, Guevara is inspired. So that's a positive. Let's hope I don't screw it all up by saying anything. No, I added Ademi to it. So we're doing okay. You can see some positives there. If we can win this, maybe that'll crack beyond our seeming inability to get past the weaker sides. Clear this again. And let's see, he's got no advice for me at all. Right foot, right foot, right foot, and do we have the hat trick? Or, oh no, left. Yeah, just have the 3. So let's put him on his, show him onto his right, and all the rest onto their left. Probably check the. I'm going to take the pressure off these guys for the time being. I also do want to mark him tightly. Okay, so I really should use this because it is actually a much better way of seeing this, but I tend not to for reasons that will presumably eventually be revealed to me. Helmke having problems with language. Helmke and Hoskonen find it hard to play because they think I'm a douchebag. Am I allowed to say douchebag? I suppose I'm allowed to say whatever I want. I won't, but I am allowed. Just thinking about the kids. Okay, in the tunnel. Where do they find motivation? Imperative. Let's be assertive. Thinking of those lines from Deacon Blue, takes no shit from nobody and litter from the gutter. Well, let's find a dinghy and call it dignity tonight. Get on it now, boys. I'm going to change, I don't know why, I put this behind the goal last time. I'll go on director. Okay, and as you can see, extended highlights. Oh, bloody hell, I'm missing the fun. Oh, I remember why the extended highlights are there. That goal from the Honka game is should be up already at this point. Hopefully you've watched it and not gone, oh, I'm so disappointed I missed this game. It was not a very good game. Everyone's playing reasonable. Nobody's playing really well, but everyone's playing reasonable. Let's see, Oyala, one last one. Oh, so close. That looked great all the way until, you know, it was saved. Gone for one. He was never going to score from there. Like 3 guys standing on him. I wonder how many players are in defense at any given time in this game. From them. Oh, touched over. No, just must have bounced off the post. Go on, Montilla. Catalo playing attacking mid should be a bit of fun. He seems to have the ability, just never had a chance to do it. Come on, Marcola. Oh, that was a nice turn by Helmke. Guevara always with the shots. He's got an 11 for long shots. He's a decent shout for it, I think. Let's hold that short passing play for a little bit. We are better at the short passing. I mean, I want us to play short passing, but I thought let's go a little bit more direct. Only 2 of our 5 shots have been on target. Right, let's encourage the short passing play. Make changes. I don't really know what changes that's making for me when I say we're getting shots on goal, but they're from too far out. I'm wondering if that's saying absolutely never take, shoot on sight. Too much for Mansali. It's a Rolls Royce player. You don't want to be making him run everywhere for no need. That's the better ball. Oh, Mansali, wake up. Well, to be honest, it's Guevara's fault for not looking where the player's looking before he's passing. Oh, that's a decent, solid tackle. Go on, Ayala. Last game here, possibly. Oh, that's a decent ball. Oh, surely. Oh, goal. Yes. Oh my God, is that another own goal? There are so many own goals. That's shocking if that's an own goal, because that was basically taken out of the hands of Fulruolm, or taken off the feet of him. Seriously, he threw that into his own net. I'm wondering if this match is rigged. That's a shocking own goal to concede. I mean, good for us, but that's our last 2 goals have been own goals, which basically means own goals is at least our joint top scorer. Wonder, should I try to make Hoskonen a full back? Oh, nicely done, Ojala. Come on, Fulrom. Yes! Good man. Kind of stunned that that's his first goal this season. To be honest, Oyala hasn't put in that many assists. Nevertheless, so it's never a bad day to set up a goal. Great ball, great movement, quality finish. Probably wouldn't get that against the better teams in Finland, but again, I'll take it. That one's almost immediately on top of the last one. So 26, 28. Ooh, less than a minute between the two. Nice. Now we go into a period of quiet contemplation. Oh my word. Oh no. That's a shock. He scored more goals than any of our players, including possibly own goal. That was not good. That would count as disappointing. I think that would be fair. Very disappointing. So is that 3 goals in something like 3 minutes? 27, 24, 25. Yeah, that's 3 goals in 2 minutes. That is the most insane, literally 2 minutes of football I think I've seen on Football Manager. 3 goals in 2 minutes, folks. That's not going to happen too often anywhere. I mean, obviously there's so many football games being played. Oh, that was a nice bit of football. Shame about the finish. Okay, so they've had 1 shot on target and they've scored it. That's plenty for me to know. Got past the ball. I've got like 5 players there and nobody in the centre for them to pass to. Go on, take your shot. Oh, cracking goal. Scored one like that in a friendly, but that was the business. It's been due. Hopefully he'll put in a few more. I'm hoping that this is a longer video than I really want because there's been too many goals scored. Another assist for Ayala. I must check out exactly how many assists he's put in. That's a nice finish. So technically, in 11 minutes, we've had 4 goals in play. That's, oh God, off. Not risking you, mate. Who can go on for you? Well, nobody in the squad. So let's do something creative. Let's take a big risk. I'm gonna fix that tactically shortly. Let's see tactics wise. Have to wait till it's gone through. Let's change that tactic. Okay, let's see what Furon does with a second guy up beside him. This is the thing. I'm wondering, will having support work out well for him or not? I'm not too sure what's going to happen because, you know, these guys are minnows entirely. We should be able to beat them fairly well. Will this have any effect or not? I can't say. Got no attacks going down the left, comparatively speaking, just looking at it now. Oh, don't make it 3-2. Shoot from there and it'll be straight into the net. They have a great ability to concede the ball and concede the value of the ball as well. Oh, God. 2 shots on target, 2 goals. Second goal of the game for Tanskanen. It's like he scored more in this game than as many in this game as any of my players have this year. That is shocking. 3 shots, 2 on target, 2 goals. As compared to 13 shots, 5 on target. I mean, I shouldn't really complain about 3 goals, but oh God. Markul has lost the possession, struggles for possession of the opposition's half. We've dominated play. I mean, technically, because this is a away game, shouldn't I be really happy? What do you think? Alright, let's have a look down. They've hit the woodwork once. 3 shots, 2 on target, and 1 hit the woodwork. God. We've had the only clear-cut chance. Taking a few long shots. One of them was scored, so I shouldn't complain. We're 6 kilometers the better running than them already. Let's see, analysis. Okay. Very interesting that how much we're tilted out this side. They're not attacking on the right at all. And we've got them very much towards the left, which is a strong side for us, which is good. I'm wondering, should we focus more on the right? They're dominating midfield. I suppose it's 4 players again as opposed to 3, but still, folks. Let's go to team talk. Let's actually see where they're at. Mansali's getting tireder. Ademi's not playing well. Shocker that. Markul is not playing well. Yeah, actually that was probably the best thing to say to them. Come on, lads, get the fingers out. No, I'm not going to individually talk to any of them. Let's go to tactics. And here, put the ball into the box. I'm going to hit early crosses, and this time mix them up. Going to focus down the right. Wait, no, it's our left that's stronger. So I'll focus play down the right and we'll see what happens there. Okay. Still on attacking. So I suppose, you know, it's going to leave us open. But yeah, let's leave them up there. Yeah, moon paw. Not really sure. Okay, let's carry back on into the second half. I don't think I need to change, but I'm probably wrong. We'll see soon enough. Can't press them. Excuse me, it's quite late at night here. Feels like the game is frozen almost. Okay, yellow card. Free kick to us. Mansali to take. Nice. Pass it, pass it, pass it, pass it, pass it, pass it. Good man. Sheriff, pass again. Pass. Oh, I didn't see that hitting anybody. I thought that was just a bad shot. But the shot was what I kind of wanted there. A little bit more power was expected though. Good corner. Wow, Sheriff is not where I would have expected. Oh God, we make him look like Giovanni dos Santos until, you know, he does that, which isn't particularly clever. That's straight to our lad. Don't lose the ball. Okay, Caponen. We're probably going to make a couple of change. Oh no, we've got just the 3 subs. I'd forgotten that for a second. But we may make a change on the hour. No, where? Tanscan, yeah, of course, we've known that he's been pulling the strings for quite a while. You're only now spotting it. Let's see what is to become of us. Passing the ball around a bit. So much for the nice short passes that were meant to be. Oh, there's a short pass. Pass it, pass it. Why did you shoot? Why? They're playing better on the whole. Not happy with Markula. Not happy with Ademi. But, you know, don't actually have anybody to replace either of them, I don't think. Come on, Markula. Do the thing that makes you the thing. Oh, to Ademi. That's a perfect combination. Right, Mansali, something could happen. Go on, go for it. Oh! Footballing, pinball. Ooh. Hard on the senses. Okay. They've made a couple of subs. Let me see. Ooh. Mansali's getting tired. He is our hero. So, Varman, I suppose I could bring in Varman in for Markula. Markula is now one of our best defenders, having been our weakest. Ademi not showing a lot of improvement. The Sheriff, disappointing. Oh, first things first, let's deal with the opposition. Make sure that he's right-footed. Good. So they brought in 2 guys. Brought in a central midfielder. Let's see what's the thing about him. He's right-footed. Let's always and forever. New right-footed striker. Doesn't look anything particularly impressive. Down for always. On the left, and let's see what Toscana. Going in strong would be effective. Well, we're doing that. Let's go in strong enough on the guy with the yellow. Never let it be said that I'm not willing to be sneaky and play that element of the game, because I'm completely willing to do that. And let's go for other tactics. No, really can't play anywhere else. Oh, we're stuck with them now. Gonna wait another 5-6 minutes and then maybe make another change. We really should be sewing this game up by now. I know we've dominated and it doesn't always work out, but still, you know, these are nobodies, and that's shot on target. But okay, Guevara has pushed the issue. He's our best player in the game so far. I will sub him, but I don't want to. Okay, let's go into tactics. No one can replace him is the easy answer. Okay, let's see what he's doing. Attacking central mid. Grandpa. See, I think it's more of a. We'll put him as a supporting central. We have a lot of players who are kind of up him. Move him to attack mode as a poacher. And have him pressing forward as well. Won't change him at all. Let's give him team talk. Faith in you. He doesn't have faith in me, so screw you guys. I'm going home. Right. 20 minutes to hold on dearly against 8 sides, 2 tiers lower than us, who we are basically thumping, and yet we're only a goal up against them. Yeah, it wasn't a great ball. And now what? Pain and oh, that's a nice challenge. Good man, Hoskonen. Oh, is he going to have a shot? Oh, he is. I've never known him to do that. I've seen games where he has scored in friendlies, but I didn't expect him to do, you know, the run and then dramatic shot. Full Rome pushes Bicana. What's he like for a long shot? Oh, he's pretty much on a par with my boy Guevara. 8 shots on target to play 2. 3 shots total playing 21. God. Kind of frustrating. Oh, bless. But I mean, the goalkeeper needs. Oh, I did not expect that. Helmke again. Nicely done. He has a habit of shooting from distance with accuracy, and he had a couple of shots there leading up. I mean, Sheriff, the goalie isn't off. The ball isn't. Too many things. Too many things. But 4-2, I would take. I would have taken that before. I'd certainly take it now. Kind of don't want to take Ayala off. Montilla and Mansali, both feeling it. Let's see who will we bring off? Who needs? I mean, there's Timu waiting in the wings. Let's bring on Cami. Or will we bring on Peningas? Needs more ball time. That's the reality of it. And actually, that is not where I wanted to bring him on. I'm going to bring him on for Mansali because Mansali is practically irreplaceable in my mind, or in my world. Give team talk. Get out there and make a difference. You can make that change. I will feel real good if he scores. Just saying. And of course, Mantilla immediately gets a card, just to put me on edge for the last few minutes of the game. Okay. Oh God, Moonpaw. That's shocking. Good. Oh, don't tap the ball and then walk away. Tap the ball and then win the ball. Good, Benny. Oof, good man, Huskanen. Ooh, Furu. Get it in for Sheriff. Oh, can always find the opposition's face. I can nearly put a second one in there. Lots of shots from a long way out. Go on, Ayala. Get your hat trick of assists. Nearly 2. Let's see. Sheriff again. Wrong. Okay. Is he going to shoot? He's going to shoot. No. Is he going to shoot? Oh. So Davey's best work. He's got such a low performance here. Oh. I'm bitterly disappointed. Unduku is out. Oh, nicely done, Ayala. Oh, there's no. Oh, what? Sorry, I have to see who missed that. Ademi. Ah, damn it, Ademi. Oh, should have been known immediately when it was like a sitter that's completely missed. Yeah, no, don't worry about getting the ball, lads. Somebody will do that for us. Sheriff has not had a good game. Yeah, I mean, not terrible, but just not the game. 28 shots on goal, 12 shots on target. We had 1/7 of our shots have resulted in goals, which, you know, I suppose as long as we win, it shouldn't matter, but we take a lot of shots. I don't know if they're chances that we've created, though. That is my concern. Are we creating chances, or are we just taking shots? Because, you know, might as well just put on shoot on sight if that's still in the game. We won. We should have won by more, a lot more. Played reasonably well, but the holes are big holes. Ademi is not great. We did okay at the back. We're going to say Oyala. And Sheriff wasn't a great addition. 28 or 29 shots in the end. Excuse me. Stat wise, yeah, most of the possession, 2 clear-cut chances, of which we scored maybe 1.5 chance. Maybe we scored that. I don't know. We ran 10 kilometers more than they did. That's embarrassing. And we're not that much better than them on the basis of the game. You know, they attempted more passes than we did. That says something. But c'est la vie, c'est la guerre. We live to fight another day. Anything to say? Until is looking tired. I'm looking tired too, folks. Let's see. Played well today, but don't get complacent. Everybody hates me. Ah, God, lads. Talk to him personally, passionate. Very proud of dominating performance. Okay, so he's not pissed still. midfield. They were crucial in the win. That cheered them up. I don't feel I can generally be mad positive about the defenders. Guevara, I want to say, played well. That'll probably annoy another sect of people. Okay, that helped. Peningus. What can I say to Peningus? What can I say? You are you. No, still confused and demotivated. Well, I won the team back, which is kind of almost like a first hand over to the assistants. So we end on a positive. Decent result. Through to the next round. The draw, oh gosh, I'd forgotten completely. The draw took place. So we now play Ilves. We're away to them. God, I dread away games at this point so much. I'll sort out the rest of the stuff here. When will I be back? Who will we be playing next? Our next game is against Lahti at home game. No. I wonder, given that there's like 3 days between these, can I cram those two into a single sitting? We'll try it. Who knows? Fingers crossed it'll work out okay. Either way, in the meantime, folks, hope you've seen my face most of the time, seeing as I've bothered to put it up. Take care of yourselves, stay warm wherever you are, because I know wherever you are, the chances are it's cold. And keep loving the game of football.